Hello and welcome to Mitel training. Today you will learn how to add a user profile. From the OpEasy main menu, click on Provisioning, and then you select the user profiles, and then select the group that you're going to create a user profile in. And this will list the user profiles that currently exist, including the name, description, and so forth. You can copy an existing user profile, or what we're going to do is add a new user profile. You enter the new user profile name. In this case, we're going to add one for a 6867i. Manager phone. And you can enter a description if you wish. And for the user type, you can enter either normal, which would indicate that you're going to use a phone for the new users. So therefore, the user profile will create that primary phone device. Alternatively, it could be voicemail only, and then you would not have any primary phone for the user. We're going to go ahead and use user type of normal. For a new user notification, often you want to notify the user of the new phone that has been created for him. In that case, an email message can be sent by checking the Send Email to New User. In addition, you can check the other options to send a new user email to either the OpEasy administrator or phone procurement. Then under the primary phone device section, you select the type of phone, an Astra 6867i. Then you identify the device level. In this case, we want it to be at the group level. And then select a template to be used. This is a manager, so we're going to go ahead and assume that he might have 2 lines. So we use the 6867i facilities 2 lines template. Scrolling down, you can select the service packs. In this case, we'll select Premium and Voice Messaging User. Now, the user ID and some of the additional fields have default values that you can use, or you can change them, including the user ID using the first and last name of the user. The user password, we could automatically initialize it to a random password by clicking that. For a phone number, we can automatically activate the selected phone number, which we will do, and choose a network server site. In this case, we'll just go with the default server site. For extensions, we can automatically generate an extension, and that would be the last n digits, in this case 4 digits. So we could have a prefix digit of 5 plus the last 4 digits of the phone number. That would create a 5-digit extension. We can use the group default class of service, or we can select a new one. For voicemail, we have several choices. Either select a specific voicemail, or we can have it where the voicemail is defaults to a specific voicemail, but is selectable by the administrator. In this case, we'll make it the administrator with email notification. Then we would enter the group mail server email address, specifically the domain. And then a password. There's a default password here, but you can replace it with whatever password you wish. Going on down, there's music on hold profile that can be selected. The calling line ID, including the last name and first name, and then the phone number. Normally, the user's last name, first name, and phone number are typically used. However, you can specify a specific one if you wish out to the right. However, we'll just go with the last name of the user. And then for authentication, the authentication name defaults to the user ID, or we could generate a unique ID. And then the password, generate a random password. So with this authentication, it's all randomly generated. The line port is a line port that's used by default when you add a device. This will provide this format of line port when you assign that device to the user. For MAC address, this identifies the format of the MAC address. For auto install, oftentimes you'll use a phone number or the extension. In this case, we use a phone number. And this is used for Mitel Astra phones. For device access, the username and password. This is used for Polycom phones, and in this case, the username is the phone number, and the password is a random generated 4-digit password, which you can select from many choices, but typically you'll use a randomly generated number. In addition, if you also want some ClearSpan communicator devices automatically defined for your user, you can check the ones that you wish, including, let's say, desktop, and you identify that this is a desktop type of ClearSpan communicator, and you can select the template. You can also do the same for mobile or tablet as well if you wish. You scroll back up, click apply or OK, and this is our new user profile. So when we click on users, click on add, then when we select the user profile, you can see the 6867i manager phone is one of the profiles we can use. This concludes the tutorial. For additional training, visit Learn Now.